We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Pulls it in at the 13, and able to get this out to the 25. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On second down, there's the option going left. He'll have a first down past the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there on the run. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds his target, Ebron. Touchdown! Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds. Incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Second and 10.
They'll try the right side with Harris. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
They'll start with the option.
There's the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll set up to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
Now a play fake. Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Ray McLeod to return. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Picked off at the 45.
And the Niners are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
49ers 6.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Sheds off the tackle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's Mostert.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Here's Lance. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's It's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Finding some room at midfield.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Lance going to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Spencer. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Lance on the bootleg. That's complete to the tight end Werner.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On second and goal, Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Lance. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Butker's kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch.
And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 19-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Lance.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On play action, Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Harris.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris.
25 yards to the house. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Lance now to throw.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Back to throw. Lance. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Looking to throw. Lance.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, check back.
Back to throw. Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And they fake the handoff. Now, and this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
This time the extra point up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll run again with Harris. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check for it.
Lance looking to throw it. Gets this one to use check. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Lance. His throw incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Spencer. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He'll find Najee Harris. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a play fake. Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 8.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Right there. 54.
Lance going to hold on to it.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Spencer. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Go. Like 17.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Oh, he bowls over him. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 111 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they take a knee. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they'll indeed take a knee.